guys, welcome back to the Friday Vlog, where we discuss activity that goes on here with the BuzzWeaver channel. That includes things like current events, headlines that are in the news, social media, pop culture, technology, and items of interest that come up during the week that allow us to have a little bit of a dialogue. If this is your first time here to the channel, I'd like to welcome you here, or if you are a returning visitor, as well as subscribers, I want to thank all of you guys for your continued support. In gaming news this week, I did get a chance to play the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Open Beta, and it was enjoyable to see the Treyarch offering and design versus the Infinity Ward Modern Warfare design. And they each have their own subtleties and charm, but I'm in no big rush to pre-order the game. I might get it later on down the road, but I am having fun in the current Warzone Haunting of Verdansk. I may get a little bit of footage there. If not, if you are following me on Twitter, for example, or Instagram and or TikTok, as you guys are aware, I'm on those platforms. So if you're on them, give me a follow there, because I'll probably show some video shorts of some of the gameplay there versus, say, like a dedicated video here on the channel. And of course, I hope you guys are following the Civilization games as Teddy Roosevelt and the Rough Riders. You can find a link to that gameplay, Game 1, up there in the top right-hand corner. As of Friday, we are 12 days away from the huge, gigantic 2020 election. And needless to say, it has been a bizarre and strange year in the record books for the world. Not just the United States, but the entire world. But this coming Thursday, because as you know, these are recorded on Wednesday, so everything is done in the future from this point. So on Thursday, we will see Kristen Welker of NBC News. Some of you guys, if you watch the White House press briefings, will know her as one of the individuals who states a comment in the form of a question to badger and score points for her tribe. But nonetheless, she will be the debate moderator for Thursday night's debate, because Stephen Scully from C-SPAN was supposed to do it, but apparently he was so incompetent in using Twitter, he tried to reach out to Anthony Scaramucci, former White House press secretary, now kind of another Trump detractor. He ended up, or Steve ended up sending an actual tweet with Stephen in the message, asking him for information and inside baseball stuff on President Trump, which ended up getting him suspended from C-SPAN. And he tried to claim that it was a hack, which just made things even worse, because obviously he wasn't hacked. He simply made a mistake. And then Kristen Welker, who is doing this Thursday's debate, shut down her account to probably maybe make some adjustments to her account, so she can't be looked into, because of course the media doesn't want to be the subject of other media or the topics of discussion, because of course they have their own fallacies and weaknesses as well. But nonetheless, so Thursday we will see the last debate, which typically discusses foreign policy. But as you are quite familiar now, there will probably be very little, if no, foreign discussion or foreign policy and international discussion because of the current Hunter Biden issue, which we may be limited to what I can say in regard to that. However, even more content has come out even as of this recording, and maybe even more following this recording, concerning his laptop, which was here in the States. This is not a Russian operation, and we have seen this from the Director of Intelligence here in the States. Ratcliffe, I believe is his name. Yeah, Ratcliffe, I believe is his name, has come out and said, hey, we didn't tell Adam Schiff that we had information or that there's any information with Russian involvement. As a matter of fact, there is none, he said. And that was during a Fox News and other interviews that he did. But nonetheless, it will be interesting to see. Now, Trump claims that he will be more tempered, more subtle. We saw what happened when he was engaged with Savannah Guthrie, who didn't let him answer a question. See, real journalists, if they still exist, a few out there, they ask a question and then allow the person to respond. They don't inject themselves into it to lead and badger and just be ridiculous like she was. That was just absurd. And of course the tribes are going to say that, you know, the president was mansplaining to her and putting her in her place or in her face. And I get the same thing. You know, people will come to my Facebook page and they'll try to engage me in a political discussion, and then I'll just kind of give them some rundowns on what they are talking about and then correct it with what's actually happening. And then of course they then proceed to believe that I am somehow badgering and or antagonizing them. Nope, just simply telling them the truth, because so many of them spend their times within their own bubbles, within their own echo chambers. I don't really like using that term, but that's what the lingo out there. And so they just want to hear from each other. They want to encourage each other, make each other feel good. And so when, you know, you bring them actual information, they can get upset because they feel as though you are trying to outmaneuver them. Of course, they're trying to be the smartest person in the room when they go into these discussions. And I'm sure they know what they know, but so Thursday, we will see the actual debate. Lots of things happening on Thursday. I think we'll also see the confirmation of Amy Coney Barrett. And just kind of a side note, not bringing myself into the discussion too much, but it will be my birthday on Thursday. So in reflection of that, guys, please leave a like and or a comment down there to help out the channel. And that's pretty much what we have on this particular topic, guys, is the debate will be on Thursday. It will be interesting to see. Of course, the debate committee had changed the rules because you can always tell which party is losing by who wants to change the rules and who are the most desperate in their actions. But I will leave articles to that below this video. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this Friday vlog. I want to thank all of you guys for your continued support here of the channel. And I have made some changes. I am no longer going to probably post on DTube. I am now going to be on Odyssey. I will leave a link to Odyssey below this video. I'm very excited about them. They were formerly Library and they kind of incorporated together, but I've had some issues with DTube. I've not been very happy with DTube. I've reached out to them to try to correct some of the issues that I've been experiencing, and I guess they've done what they can, but it just isn't working. So I'm going to Odyssey, so be sure you give me a follow there. And of course, if you are on some of the other platforms that I also enjoy, like Parlay specifically, I'm kind of making adjustments. It's going to be interesting to see what happens after this election, of course. And of course, we have heard that both Twitter and Facebook will be appearing before Congress there, or before Congress, a confirmation hearing for the two of them because of their interference, which is very serious. And I hope that we will finally see some action done. But nonetheless, guys, go ahead and give me a follow on those platforms if you are following on Parlay and or BitChute. And of course, if you're watching this here on the YouTubes, as the kids say, that would be the channel icon appearing right there on the screen to subscribe, that you can click for notifications. That way you'll know when there is exactly uploads on the channel, or you can return to the channel to visit at your leisure. Nonetheless, guys, I will see you right there behind that camera next week.